Last week's report by the Auditor General did not hold back on criticizing the federal government on how it has funded housing on Indigenous communities across the country. Karen Hogan's report says that many First Nation members do not have access to safe housing. This is their fourth report on housing conditions in 20 years, and it says conditions have not changed in that time.
After 4 audit reports, I can honestly say that I am completely discouraged that so little has changed and that so many First Nations individuals and families continue to live in substandard homes.
For the Prairies, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Alberta, the report says communities have been underfunded by $140 million since 2008 for housing because the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation is using population data from the 2001 census. Money needed to build and repair homes. APTN spoke to Arthur Noski, the Grand Chief of the Treaty 8 First Nations of Alberta, at a recent Keepers of the Water conference. He is very concerned about the lack of funding increases.
I come from a membership that's about 700 population, and at the time where we kind of got into this process in the 1992, our housing funding was 137,000. So going on 30 years plus, it's still 137,000.
Indigenous people are the fastest growing population in Canada, increasing by 9.4% from 2016 to 2021, according to the 2021 census. Grand Chief Noski says the federal government hasn't taken higher populations into account.
Through a land claim process, they use numbers of 3.9 people per house to a max of 5.2, 5.3 per household. So if they take the populations now in First Nations country and do that calculations, I think that funding would adjust drastically.
He says the federal government continues to ignore treaty rights.
Housing is very crucial. It's very crucial to your health, you know, in your confidence in your demeanor. But I know, like I said, they keep doing things that don't honor what the agreements are supposed to be.
The CMHC has now agreed to use the latest census data by the end of 2025 for funding. Both they and Indigenous Services Canada say they accept all of the report's recommendations. Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Edmonton.